It's hot.
Still got
Shake is killing me.
40.
Say it again. Say hi, mamas. Dying, bro. Worn out. Come on. Come here. Good girl. Okay. What's up, y'all? We are exhausted. Ash is tired. I'm tired. It's hot as hell out here. But I've let her loose. She go catch up with her mom. We're trying, man. Worn the hell out. So hot. Here to answer your questions about sports. Sorry, y'all. If you didn't catch it, I already did my draft breakdown on the Falcons draft picks. And I woke up this morning and did 2 high school film reviews. 4-star athlete. Well, he's 0-star, but he looks really good. Running back. His name's Xavier. He's out of Alabama. And then I had, babe, take her to the water. And then I had a quarterback from Augusta. Kid looked good. Probably FCS caliber. Pretty worn out. Before we got started, had a pretty, not unexpected phone call, but you know, you're waiting for your accountant to get back to you. So, feeling a little lighter. Owe the federal government some money. It's okay. It's a good problem to have. But they want their $30,000 or so. That's okay. Sometimes you got to be grateful for what you have and not stress that. Don't let it bother you. But we'll be okay. Really, really hurting right now. Just trying to get through it. Here's my puppy in the middle of the field. Come here, mamas. Here she comes. Ash, sprinting. Here she is. Where's she at? There she is. Hey, pretty girl. There's a drinking fountain at the halfway point. She's just trying to get to the shade. Check her out. Baby girl's tired. Baby girl's tired. But the water's up ahead. She'll be okay. Keep pushing. I'm trying, Larry. I'm trying, Larry. I got a lot of fight in me. This girl's just going from shade to shade. She's so great. Good job, mamas. She wants to sit down. We got to get her to the water fountain. There it is. She drinks water like a person. She just has to get her feet up there. No leash laws there. Yeah, there's leash laws, but they got better things to do. It ain't really that big of a deal. Ain't nobody gonna bother our dog or us running our dog in the middle of the day. There's not a lot of people out here at the park. There ain't about 4 or 5 people, and she's well behaved. Some more water, mamas? Daddy got you. Stay. Sit. Come here, Ash. Water.
Here, come here.
Come on, baby girl. Good girl. Water? She's ready to go, huh? Water?
I put some water.
Huh?
I put some water.
Yeah, I know. She's good. Come on. Stay in the grass. She's tired. She wants to go to the shade. Let her sit in that shade. So proud of you, baby girl. They whine. Yeah, we get told every now and then. People say something to me, but they don't really talk to me. They talk to Kim. Ain't nobody really. I'm not the guy to really approach about something like that. I'm a very physically imposing person. You're not gonna walk up to me and yell at me or anything. This is not gonna happen. Nobody does that. It's kind of a wasted energy, if you will. Put them in a box. Bury them in the lean and rest. Whatever you want to call it. But kind of beat. Got a lot of stuff to do today. So probably get back to the lab and get back to work. Want to do some high school film reviews and talk about some of the transfer portal moves for you guys. These people, you know, there's young men still in the portal. I just talked to a young man yesterday. He's finally getting his offer he's been waiting for. Transferred from the FCS to Texas Tech. He's going to go on a visit first. Make sure it's all that he dreamed of, and then he'll commit. But that's good for them. They get another piece to their offensive line. Behind the scenes, I don't even make videos about it, but I advise college players on what schools they should land at. And it's usually a really good relationship because I've yet to miss, you know. I'll tell the young man, hey, I wouldn't go there. And then a year later, he'll write me back and be like, you were so right. And then he'll be like, so where should I go now? So slowly transitioning my platform to being an advisor for transfer portal players and being an advocate for them. And maybe one day being their agent. Right now, I do correspond with other teams on their behalf, but I don't negotiate NIL deals right now. I just talk to coaching staffs about players and their desire for the players. So, you ready to wrap it up, baby?
Yeah, whenever you are.
Okay, I don't want to work her too hard. We're actually going to cut this short today. I need to help your son. Oh, yeah. Have him reach out, Twitter DMs, TikTok DMs. It's tough. There's a lot of people. There's only one of me. But it's probably where I'm transitioning to is being an agent for the players. So we'll get there eventually. Just got to believe in me and believe in the contacts I have and the relationships I have with the players. So we'll figure that out. But right now I'm just advising, just giving them the most educated advice I can. Just saw a couple of coaches start following me on Twitter yesterday. Got Shorter University, got Merrimack, Utah State, South Utah. You know, you talk about their players or anybody who once went there, and that kind of puts you in their forefront, and then from there you forge the relationship. I'm not always flattering, but do what I do. When is the next live? You know I have questions on some of the Four Corner schools players. Yeah, David. Unfortunately, we got a lot of transfer portal updates most nights. I'm working on the NFL draft series most nights, doing research and stuff. So I know I make the videos look like they're just 2-3 minute tidbits of me shooting the shit, but it's really a lot of research comes into the culmination of that video every time. So I would say it's going to take me a while to finish my assessment of all the players and all the 250 something draft picks. So it'll take some time. We're going home, sweetie. You driving? So it'll take some time, but I'll get back around to it, I promise. Just give me some time to, it might be a month, and then we'll get back to it. But by the time we start, the videos, it'll probably be time for conference only episodes. So I'll start transitioning my schedule to that. Bay Jones going to Kansas. Congrats to Kansas, just landing a good player. I got to let you guys go. Can't drive in live. I'm not driving. I'm a passenger, but people will say it's a dangerous activity. Peace, y'all. Oh, wait. I'm on YouTube. Oh, I think I can do this. I'm not even driving. I'm good. I thought I was on TikTok. That's weird. So, yeah, Bay Joe, I'll probably do a video. I got to go back and watch all his tape, at least his huddle film, because nothing that he's done to this point really pops for me. So I think it's just a good prospect. I like anything Kansas does, though. I believe in Kansas in the Big 12. For me, they seem like the best team. My baby girl's exhausted. She's not even hanging she's drooling from her mouth. She's not even hanging out the window like she usually does. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm studying 250-something players. I already know them. I'm just studying how they fit on their new teams. And then studying kind of the decisions made during the draft. So that takes up a good portion of my day. And then I'll get to the conference-affiliated things. Rico Knows ball. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it, man. You guys know TikTok and YouTube content creators. You guys know me. I'm better than anybody out there, man. I call out everybody every day. I went at 24/7 Sports yesterday. Some guy named Brad Crawford making a bullshit list on tight ends. I let him have it. So, very normal. People will wake up and pay attention. And one day these lives will have 170 people instead of 17. I never let the number of people watching validate me. I never let it discourage me. I remember doing these live streams for 9 people, and 100 people would watch them at night. Now it's 1,000 to 2,000 people watch them at night. I remember when I was making $30 a month on YouTube. You remember that, baby? Yeah. So it doesn't bother me when people come in here and say shit like that. What do I know about Addison Ostrenga, tight end at Iowa? I know he's not going to be starting. I don't know much about him. I don't watch your tape until you're in the 2 deep or you're in the rotation. So, not quite there. I understand, I know the players' names. I write notes about them. I'd have to go to my database. When they first sign, I study every recruiting class. So, I write a note, at least one note on every single player. Got it. I ain't worried about that guy. There's a cop right in front. She's worried about going on the green light. Yellow. Yellow means accelerate and proceed. But yeah, I study every player when they sign. I go write a note off their huddle film, and then I don't get back to them until they're in the 2 deep. So I'd have to go back home and check what I had to say about Addison there. Thanks for asking. Sorry if you guys hear all that wind. It's hot as hell out here. How hot is it, baby? 84 degrees running in the middle of the day, and it's humid. Hey, can you put that down just a little bit? Got my ear popping, bro. That's how my girl does me, bro. You guys know what I'm talking about when you put one window down and the rest are up and your ear just starts going? Maybe it's just me with my hearing loss. I do have hearing loss. Shout out to the Army. Shout out to the Army. I'm wearing my shorts today. They say Army on them. Brand new pair of shorts. I never wore really. See how clean that Army is? It's crisp, huh? I bet everybody out there see me running and goes, man, that guy's in the Army? Hell no, I'm not. I run like I'm retired, let me tell you. I'm way slower than I used to be. I used to be fast. My girl Kim pushes me. She works so much harder than me. And I can tell, she ain't as gifted as me. And she's running just as hard, So, I know she's pushing herself to the max. You give max effort, huh? You try? She goes to that deep, dark place, bro. That little hill, that little incline? Yeah, you turn the corner at the drinking fountain. Guys, there's I want to say it's a 200-meter incline on our run. So it's a 400-meter, lap. It's a lap, quarter mile, a little bit less. But half of it is uphill, just the smallest amount, enough to break you off for that whole half lap. So you'll be chilling on one side, and when you get to the other side, you gotta dig deep. You gotta have a lot of fight in you. Shout out to the beautiful Kim Jones. She fights up that hill. And I fight. I refuse to quit. I sprinted up that hill at the end there as best I could. It wasn't much of a sprint. It was a strong stride, wide stride run. You know you're wearing a dumbass hat, right? That dude's wearing a Kango hat. Looks ridiculous. One of them bucket hats. Thought he was LL. Only thing he was missing was the rope chain. The nope rope. The gold rope chain. Now she's out the window, drooling all over the car. Look at that girl over there. What up, mamas? She's so beast. She'll never jump out that window no matter what she does. Is Nebraska the real deal this year? I think they're winning 9 games. Sasha, have you looked at who they're playing against? You're going to have to point out the 9 wins. I love what Nebraska's building. I love what they're doing, their foundational approach. But Nebraska winning 9 games is a daunting task this year. I'm sure you guys have faith in them as a team, but they're missing certain pieces that are essential to succeeding. I don't see Nebraska winning 9 games, personally. I like the direction they're headed or whatever, but I just don't see them winning 9 games. That's not a realistic number for me at all. A little bit, but I appreciate you chiming in with that little bit there. Headed home, got Kim driving because I'm in my soft guy era. I don't drive anymore. My girl drives me around. That's the way it should be. I'm so mad about that day the gas prices were gouged on the freeway. Now it's all cheap as hell, $3.11. It was $3.40 something, huh?
Yeah, that day.
I got ripped off for one day. They did something. The first 7 games are very winnable, don't you think? Give me the first 7 opponents. Give me the first 7 opponents. Just write them out. If you know them, write them out. And I'll let you know. I'm not going to give you win totals or anything like that. It's just winnable versus a win are 2 very different things, right? Understand, there are games, I mean, it's winnable, you're on the field with them. It was close at the coin toss, right? Winnable is very subjective. I ask you this. How many of those first 7 games are losable? Let me ask you the inverse of that. How many of those games are losable? And there you go. Now we're just talking about coin flips, right? So saying something's winnable just means that you play them on a Saturday. Yeah, we play them on a Saturday. Because you can say the game against Colorado is very winnable, but it's not. It's very losable, right? And they're conference games. Very losable. So I don't even have the schedule in front of me. I'm not in my lab right now. I'm sitting in the car. I do not have Nebraska's schedule memorized right now. But in the Big 12, the teams that are, I mean, how many teams do you think win 9 games in conference? In a conference, how many 9-win teams are there? UTEP, Colorado, Northern Iowa, Illinois, Purdue, Rutgers, Indiana. All right, so I'm going to tell you straight up, whether you know it or not, UTEP is very good. UTEP is very good. I'd be curious to see what that spread is. UTEP is a totally different team than what you think. Colorado can definitely beat Nebraska. They're much better than they were last year. I don't even see Nebraska winning that game at all. Northern Iowa looks like a win. Illinois looks like a win. Purdue, probably a win. Do not have them beating Rutgers and Indiana, not off of what you're implying. Not a chance in hell. So there are only 2 teams win 9 games in conference. Yeah, you see, the GOAT, that's very true, but when I look at this schedule here, of those games, 3 of those are very losable games. 3 of those are very losable. It's like you guys don't study other teams. Like, do you have any clue what the starters at Indiana look like? Any clue what Indiana looks like, bro? Like, Indiana, to say Indiana's that's a very winnable game for Nebraska is absurd. And then you don't study the transfer portal. Indiana, Rutgers, UTEP, Colorado, those are all very problematic games for Nebraska. But I'm sure you think you're going to blow right through them all. to be 7-0 for sure. True freshman quarterbacks have growing pains. Very realistic. I think they lose to Colorado by 20. 9 games total isn't wild if you include their out of conference wins, but 9 games total isn't wild. But 9 games in the Big Ten, Nebraska, 9 games total. Nah. Good try though. Should probably go study who the other teams have. Should probably go study them. I think it's pretty wild. I bet Purdue feels pretty good about their matchup with Nebraska. I know Rutgers and Indiana do for sure. That's crazy. I ain't mad at you though. You guys are fans. You got a lot of fandom going on. Go Big Red, GBR, Rico, GBR. Oh baby, my belly feels terrible. You guys, there's these shakes I bought in bulk. Let me tell you guys something. I spent $700. 700? Over 700? I spent over $700 at GNC last month on supplements, on shakes, on all kinds. And when I tell you, it's one of my biggest regrets in a while. I don't impulse shop. I'm a minimalist. I don't buy anything. I just save all my money, right, baby? I'm a big money saver. I'm telling you, I don't buy nothing. Only money I spend is on food. The only thing I spend money on. Food and maybe trips to go see my kids and shit. So anyways, but I went to GNC and bought over $700 worth of supplements and shit. This stuff is terrible. Upsets my stomach all the time, gives me bubble guts, has me feeling just gross all day, every day. It's rough. Nebraska's returning most of their starters from their top 20 defense last year. Colorado is very winnable. Only lost last year because of Jeff Sims. Oh, well. I don't think you understand, Saucer, what's going on over here. How many, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. How many running backs or how many starters do you think Colorado found in the transfer portal that are even better than the ones that beat you last year? You can blame Jeff all you want. You can blame whoever you want. But that ain't going to save you. I don't know what to tell you. It's like you didn't study anything. You know what he's talking about. There's like better players across the ball from you. I got Nebraska winning. I got Nebraska winning. Like I said, I got them winning maybe 4 of those games you just listed. Oh, man, I'm hurting. I'm hurting, babe. Oh, that was rough, y'all. No, that's cool. Sasha gave us a rundown, breakdown. Oh, baby girl, what did you do to my car? Come on, mama. Come on. Oh. Go. Good girl. Come on in. Come on, sweetie. She just sat in the car, bro. Ash, go. Get your water. She's going to drink water all day, y'all. Oh, I got to turn off my my earpieces. All right, peace, y'all.